Hello, Donut DOC. I am so excited today because why? Well, one, I'm at Parlor Doughnuts in Springfield, Missouri, but more importantly, my friend Jen Riegel. We've known each other for, about 12 years now.
Yeah.
Invited me to come out and grab a donut with her at Parlor. And so, Jen, couldn't be happier to have you here today.
Thank you. So glad you traveled the world just to come see me.
I traveled the world
Donuts.
just to see you.
That's so great.
And the donuts as well.
Yes.
So we are going to go up here to the counter, introduce ourselves to Chloe, who works here, and we are going to order our donuts. So can't wait. This is going to be exciting.
Ready.
Well, again, welcome to Donut DOC. I am here today at Parlor Doughnuts in Springfield, Missouri with my friend Chloe. But before I get started with the episode, wanted to make sure to give Chloe an opportunity to tell you a little bit about Parlor. Chloe?
Yeah, so Parlor actually started in Evansville, Indiana, and just a few years ago actually, and has just recently started to branch out and take over all of America. They're opening several locations just this year actually. And the donuts themselves, they're a little bit different than your normal donut. So it's a layered dough.
Okay.
There's butter in between the layers. It makes it super light and fluffy, kind of like a pastry.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice. Well, if you haven't heard of Parlor, that's okay. They just started in 2019, if I remember correctly. And if you have heard of Parlor, well, no wonder. I looked up last night on the website. There's something like 65 locations already across the U.S. And again, only since 2019. And I don't know if you heard, there was a little thing called the pandemic in between there. So that kind of growth is actually pretty amazing. All right, here we are with our donut selections, and gotta tell you, super excited about it. Jen, you excited?
Oh, super excited.
Super excited. Okay, so Jen, tell us, what did you get?
I got a raspberry pistachio.
Yes.
Yes. So a little bit on the fruity side, a little bit different, not your common donut.
Very fair.
On the other side, some gooey goodness of peanut butter cup.
Oh.
I mean, how do you go wrong with chocolate and peanut butter?
Well, I think the answer is you don't.
No.
And that's the reason why you selected what you did. Now, I, on the other hand, selected coconut cream pie.
Ooh.
Yes, or coconut filled. Anyway, coconut. Can't go wrong with coconut.
Nothing,
and toasted on the top, which we're going to show here in a second. And then bourbon caramel.
Oh, for the love of bourbon.
For the love of bourbon. A little bit of a different approach with this. These are considered layered donuts as well. And the other interesting thing about Parlor, because I was looking this up last night on their website, they said one of the reasons why they named Parlor is because for centuries, back in the day, people would congregate to the parlor, right? And that's where always conversation would take place and exceptional things would happen. Okay, so now we have got our donuts cut and we are ready to dive in. Since you're my guest, come on.
I get to go first?
You get to go first. Dive on in.
I'm going directly for the peanut butter.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
So interesting. Why peanut butter first?
I'm going to go like full on sweetness.
Okay.
Just get it going.
Just get those taste buds
sugar,
activated.
Sweetness.
Okay.
Going big. Good gooiness.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The dough, the chocolate, and the peanut butter. Nice and just all smooth. Good.
Okay.
Happiness.
Do you think there's any difference between the inside of the donut, like towards the center, versus more on the outside, where it would be lighter and crispier, maybe?
For sure, just as you said. So the crispy outside, the inside is more of a dough.
Okay.
I love that they kind of have that layered, kind of almost croissant-like, So I might have had a few of these in the past and observed that. So
what you're saying is this is not your first time at Parlor Doughnuts?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
no.
That explains why I saw your picture up over on the wall over there.
I mean, Hall of Fame.
So. Hall of Fame, right. I was thinking more post office, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so what's your next option?
Well, are you sure you're not ready? How are you holding out over there?
Well, okay, you know what? I probably do need to dive in. So, first and foremost, would you like to try any of these?
I will, but I want to see your reaction.
You want to see my
I'm
reaction
so
first?
excited for you to get to have this Parlor Doughnut. So
You know
this
what?
is a real moment.
Well,
I've
this
been
is a real
talking to you
moment
about this for a while.
for actually as long as this place has been here. And that's one of the reasons why I had to have Jen here. So, you know, the whole tagline for us is make life better. Invite a friend, grab a donut. And Jen said, have you tried Parlor Doughnuts yet? And I said, no, I haven't. So it took us a while, but we're making this happen.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so you know what? Since your approach was to go full on with flavor, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I am going to go full on flavor with the coconut. And let's just see what happens. All right, so I've got my piece here picked out, right in the center, and look at this. You can already see the coconut goodness right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, that is silky, number one, because that coconut, whether it's pudding, filling, whatever it is, I don't care. It's all great. That silkiness comes through. But it's a really interesting contrast between the lighter donut, like you were talking about, very buttery as far as the donut goes, the layered donut to be precise.
Yes.
But overall, that coconut is just a consistent taste lingering on the tongue. So it's very nice. It's not like a fake coconut or anything like that. I'm actually quite digging that. Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You want to try yours now?
Okay. I'm going to go with the lighter version, the raspberry pistachio.
Yes.
I'm going to find this nice chunk here that has everything on it. A nice dough. The inside, look at that pretty inside in there.
That is light and flaky.
You get plenty of raspberry.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of raspberry taste. And then just kind of a little bit of that nice nutty crunch as well, with then your nice inside smoothness as you were talking about. So
what about the texture of the pistachio? I mean, does that...
I like it. It kind of, for me, cuts a little bit of the sweetness.
Okay.
The pistachio nut itself, I love pistachios. So, I mean, any chance I can have, I'm pretty happy to have those. So, and it's just, kind of just a nice little add.
Okay.
There. So.
All right. Very good. Now I'm going to jump into the bourbon caramel. So I'm trying to find the perfect bite. And you know what? Quite frankly, they're all going to be perfect. So here's what I'm going to do. I went with the center on that one. I'm going to go with the outside on this one.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. Okay. A little cinnamon sugar on that outside. Pick that up first. Don't necessarily get a whole lot of the bourbon per se, but the caramel is nice on there, and it's also not very overpowering as well. So for those individuals, like my youngest daughter, Kira, who doesn't like anything real foo-foo or anything like that, that is something I could see her doing. She would be one that she would get the powdered sugar or just get the sugar cinnamon on top and be plenty happy with it. This one, I could see her still doing the icing or that bourbon caramel and still liking it. So
Yeah, I'm with Kira. I don't want something that's just so overwhelming sweetness and that you can't even taste the donut.
Yeah. So basically a donut with tons of cereal and icing on top, you're not about.
No, thanks.
No. So you look at it and you go, are you cereal about the cereal?
Right.
See what I did there?
Really good.
Yeah, thank
you.
Yeah. So if I were to ask you, what is your favorite donut? What would you say?
That's a great question. So I'm a classic person. So I could go with a good classic chocolate Long John.
Okay.
Right.
Now wait a minute before we move on.
Yeah.
Then you've got another thought, so I want you to hold on to that thought. But when you say classic Long John, what does classic mean to you? Is there anything in that Long John?
Oh no.
Oh.
I mean, I would eat it all. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, Jen.
But if I had to just pick, like a staple, a guarantee, anything that's just solid. But I eat anything. That.
Well,
me,
fair.
So,
yes.
Yes.
But Jen.
But then there's my second choice.
Okay. Yes.
Which is, may I help you feel a little bit better?
Okay, please.
So
make me feel better.
Anything, like strawberry filled.
Okay.
A filled fruity donut makes me happy.
And I've had people ask me, so what is your favorite donut? And I will say it's always the next donut. It's that anticipation. It's that excitement. It's that dopamine rush of knowing that, you walk in and you see the counter up there and you go, what am I going to choose? So many different options. It's always that next donut.
And it's a lifetime of options.
It's a lifetime of options.
It's never gone away. Like, they've been there. Donuts have been a part of our existence forever.
Well,
and
our existence forever. Yes.
Yes.
Some might say that they actually were invented around the time of World War I or so.
Okay.
There's some history behind that with the Red Cross. But anyway, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But yeah, donuts will always be there. Donuts love us.
Donuts do love us.
Donuts will not ever exclude us.
I don't know anyone that doesn't like donuts. I mean, maybe I'm sure there's people that don't, but
yes.
Unfortunately, but that's what's also nice about coming to a place like Parlor, because these are different.
Absolutely.
These are a different choice, a different option, something new to try.
And there's something there for everybody.
Yes. And fun. I want to see you take down some peanut butter.
Yeah, okay. Thought you'd never ask. Jeez. I'm over here like
allergic
stalling.
Or something.
You know what? After seeing this, even if I were allergic to peanut butter, I think I'd dive on in. I'd grab an EpiPen somewhere. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. Okay, first and foremost, that is real peanut butter in there.
Yes.
I don't know if Parlor uses Jif. I don't know if they use Skippy. But I will say, choosy moms choose Jif. And I got to say, I choose that donut. That is fantastic. That is real peanut butter flavor coming through there. And almost kind of like a socket pow right in your mouth on those taste buds. Your first thing in the morning. Who needs coffee? That thing is fantastic.
There's a lot going on in there.
There is a lot going on in there.
But exactly. It's not so overwhelming. They didn't have to put piles of cereal on top of it.
Right.
It's still nice and simple, but a lot going on.
It didn't need peanut butter crunch or anything on it because the peanut butter came through just fine in that. I love that donut. That's an outstanding donut.
Yeah.
It is. All right. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of Donut DOC. First and foremost, thank you, Jen, for making this happen today, for getting up early. I mean, we even beat the sun, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And with the overcast, we still beat the sun, technically. But thank you for joining me again. And also, as we've said before, if you like this episode, please, by all means, hit the like button. Also, be sure to share this episode with a friend. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. More importantly than anything else, though, let's all make life better. Let's invite a friend. Let's go grab a donut. Thanks again.